What's up, everybody? Showtime is Blazer King with King's Critiques. We're here for Sakamoto Days. Honestly, I kind of mentally forgot which one of the anime fell back furthest in the line from the week that we haven't watched yet. And I'm like, oh, a new one of these pops up tomorrow. I should probably watch this so I can watch the other one by Monday or Tuesday. These things happen. By the last episode, Sakamoto and friends kind of made a new friend, even if he was kind of a buffoon. But hey, that is how it is. But everyone's kind of getting together and it's kind of cool. But now the problems are apparently going to go up a bit with Nagumo finding a bunch of dead bodies because of a hitman serial killer. And that's bound to make things just a little bit more interesting, especially if he got his hands on the note about Sakamoto. But how will that go? Let me know your opinions in the comment section down below. And of course, hit the like button, subscribe, and let the video run through if you're not going to have a conversation. That being said, let's get into it. Just gotta make sure the audio is actually recording before I just do things. Sweet. I hate to say he's right, but he's kinda right. I mean, she'll probably argue the point, but like, he's known Mr. Sakamoto for a lot longer, and he's been working there a couple days longer than she had. So, technically, he's right. I heard that! Meanwhile, this dude just comes in the middle of their arguing, and he's like, okay, bye! I could totally see him just and leaving. Also, this is what us like to call shipping, because the way those two are arguing totally seems like they'd get into it one day. I don't quite know how old she is, though, so I don't want to, like, push on that thought process too much, but, like, I'm pretty sure he does have some amount of years on her. I'm not sure if it's to the point of being really creepy or not. Because, like, he was Sakamoto's understudy years ago, so he's a good amount of years younger than Sakamoto. But how many years older is he than she? Meanwhile, he's like, well, you already threw these on the floor, so they're fair game, right? Damn. Okay, that's cold. It's like, so can I eat these since they're on the floor? Only if you leave as well. Alright. Okay, no, but really, this is the fucking... I kind of like this person mourning after saying something mean to them. This is exactly what that thought process is she's going through. Men in hazmat suits. Like, this is a possible assassination thing, but it's kind of awkward. Just seeing a bunch of dudes in astronaut costumes, hazmat suits. I'm not really sure which it's supposed to be, but this is the weirdest assassination attempt that's gone on so far, if that is the case. See, that's what you get for wearing someone else's apron. Oh, hey, an intro. It's crazy if I just... Okay, listen. I'll be the first one to say that children at times can be hard to discern, gender, depending on, race, clothing, appearance, etc. That's a little boy. Like, I don't care how you look at it. That picture is a little boy. Like, could it be a very aggressive little girl? Sure. But, like, 9 times out of 10, that picture is a little boy. Like, at least from anime standards. Dude's just an idiot. They get it. Didn't you see the name tag? Not like they can't wear other people's clothing? So they're not assassins? Question mark? Or, well, it's very hard to discern assassin and hitman. It is. Like, the difference between their jobs are, like, very few and far between in my experience of seeing, media. Okay, the way he just kind of pushed the thing she said earlier probably kind of stings in her mind. Also, that sad, lonely existence thing, that's just a personal attack, and he can go fuck himself. Dude driving just like, fucking dumbass. Right, he has a tracker on all of them. Kind of forgot about that from the first episode when he put one in Shin's gun. Okay, sure. Yeah, okay, I guess that's one way to do it. in case they get kidnapped at work. This man thinks like 5 steps ahead, I swear. Pretend this is the real shit. Motherfucker, they're not going to believe you. Like, they're going to look at her, and they're going to look at you, and they're going to look at her, then they're going to look at you, then they're going to look at her hand, there's diamonds in there, then they're going to look back at you, and you're just sand. God, it's actually crazy the amount of people that probably don't know those commercials nowadays. Like, I'm sorry. I'm going to point out the most important part of the whole thing. Like, when they were experimenting on him as a child, as fucked up as it is, they probably saw him, you know, without clothing at least a couple times. So, it would be very easy to discern, you know, remembering back to then, and, you know, what he had, and looking at Lou and looking what she has, and being like, wait a minute, these two things usually do not mix. No, those two are going to kill you. Completely different. And you're still fucked either way. Okay, those motorcycles were not in the back of that van 2 seconds ago. I'm just saying. I like how the dude driving the other truck is just like, how'd this kid get on the back of my truck and why does he want my lumber? You know what? Go for it. Sure, they're shooting a movie. That's exactly what's happening. Let me borrow another piece real quick. Damn, the driver's just very nonchalant about it, just like, oh, they lose already? Rip. Okay, I will say, just this guy's expression kind of says he actually might be a challenge in a fight. Because characters like this usually are a lot scarier than they seem to be. I'm guessing it's the fat guy in the background who's the true mastermind. I know that might be fucked up to say, but listen, how many characters in anime and video games are just like really rotund fellows with those really small glasses? Am I referring to Eggman as an immediate example? Yes, I am. But also remember the doctor from My Hero Academia that helped out the League of Villains. He was also a very rotund fellow with very small round glasses. You know, those are two cute, very overenthusiastic girls about their job. I don't think anybody who works in a museum is that enthusiastic. Like, I don't care if there's a kid side to it or not. Nobody is that enthusiastic about working at a museum. And he's buying it. I think that's the funnier part, is he's actually buying one. I'm gonna bring the family here sometime. Okay, listen. Why are we deer posting? Like, I thought we were done with that when it came to Nokotan. Why are we back to deer posting? And better yet, why is this deer an idiot not realizing it's a girl? Okay. Sorry, I needed a moment. Okay, at least it's not an actual deer. He's just wearing a very realistic deer head. Why, though? Man, this dude's just Shigaraki. Like, he's Shigaraki without cool superpowers. I'm not gonna say he doesn't have any superpowers considering where they are, but, like, he doesn't have anything cool, I imagine. Actually, I don't think setting a clock to a specific time and tilting a bear's head cutely is overcomplicated. There was like 6 clocks there and 2 bears. It could have been way more complicated. Okay, but like, in any way, shape, or form, that is not what I saw was going to happen. I will be honest about that. Oh god, 2 of them. Standard animal combat training. The fuck is standard about that? Never mind, Luffy literally trained against giant animals to get stronger. I love how in the middle of a fight he's thinking of his family like, I need to not destroy this thing. I must show my child it. We have to catch it alive. Okay, first off, Taro, it's not alive anyway, but I get what you mean. And it has a gun. Man just literally went, you know what? You're pissing me off. Sorry, Hannah, I have to break this thing. Okay, hold on. They don't get alerted when the security system gets tripped up above. I feel like that's poor planning, honestly. Like, if you're in a secret facility, you'd think the alarm above would warn you when somebody's up there so you could, like, pack it up and start leaving. It's a shame it seems that they are already down there with them. Alright. Okay, so, yes, most of the actual monkeys, in metaphoric terms, obviously, that just mean to, you know, hardworking without much reciprocation, Uh, they are still the same ones that knew Shin, but it's the people above who aren't. And I'm still saying that it's the one guy that was part of the lab before who's probably the head of everything, not the fucking Shigaraki looking motherfucker. Okay, so the big guy isn't the one actually in charge. It's whoever's above the deer man. See, you should know how good Shin is at what he does, and Sakamoto is a whole other question. Okay, you're complaining about her hitting you when you're part of the reason that she's in there. Honestly, the fact she hasn't killed you herself, you should be thanking. I will say, in the dub, they must have had so much fun with that one. Like, having to speak backwards, that was probably quite the headache, but also probably pretty fun. Unless they just did it the boring way and they made them speak normally and reversed it with an editor, which I guess would be the way to do it, but it's boring. The way being in that locker just kind of squished his head into a square shape is funny. Well, as awkward as it is, these two are probably here and gonna end up helping Shin and Sakamoto, because from what I remember with that meeting the other episode, they're out to get the hitman Dexter, basically. So I don't think they're here for Sakamoto. Like, might they have the thoughts to snag Sakamoto while they're there? Sure. But also, maybe not, because Nagamo was probably like, by the way, if you come across Sakamoto, don't. Because I could totally see him just pushing that. Just like, he is not our responsibility yet. Our responsibility is the one killing all of our people. Also, I enjoy the fact that Venom Last Dance is on Netflix now, because I didn't see it in the theaters, and I know it got really bad reviews, but listen. I've liked a lot of the Marvel movies people say are bad, whether it's actually in the MCU or out. I still haven't watched Madam Web to see if it's as bad as people say, but the Venom movies have been pretty good so far, and like they want to slip Tom Hardy into the MCU. That's a whole other thing, though. This is anime. This is Sakamoto Days. So this is a matter of what exactly is going to go down in the next episode, because, like, really? Fucking asshole. I really hate when these things just hit the floor directly, because that could damage them for all I know. Anyway. Now it's a question on, since it's not just Shin and Sakamoto down there, and it's going to be those other two, is it going to go from them saving all the innocent people in the lab, and then maybe those two will have their sights turned at Shin and Sakamoto? Or maybe they'll help rescue the place and snag whoever they're actually there for, and then look at Sakamoto and be like, we're not here for you now, but next time? I could see a situation like that happening, honestly. And I could also see, like, Shin and Sakamoto losing whatever fight they're in the middle of when those two show up to help out. But that's my opinion on the matter. You can let me know yours in the comment section down below, as I usually say, as well as about any other shows, movies, etc. I should check out this season, next season, or in general. Please do not forget, hit like, hit the like button. I don't think it shines if I don't say it like that. Subscribe to the gaming channel in the description down below, where hopefully I'll be going back up to do part 2 of the new Star Rail story. I don't know if I'll be able to finish it or if I'll only get another third of the way through, but we'll see. And ring both bells, like Facebook, follow Twitter, Blue Sky, keep updated with things, TikTok, Patreon, get the full unedited visuals and audio of the stuff I upload here. And follow on Twitch, subscribe there for benefits, can do so at Twitch Prime for free. I do want to hop back over there, do shiny hunting sooner rather than later, but the Star Rail story does kind of take priority just on personal thought processes aside, or included. How the fuck I meant to say that? Whatever. All that being said, though, yeah, subscribing there helps long term, but subscribing there helps short term. Subscribing here helps long term for how long I've been here and how hard it is to fucking get where I need to be. Because, I mean, shit, that button might be free, but it's expensive. But that being said, check out the playlist here to, just let it run while you're doing chores or whatever, because that helps me out immensely. regardless on if it's the main reactions one or the cut up bits one. Check out the video here because it's either the one YouTube recommends to you or it's the bigger version of the cut up video. And in either case, it's been the Blazik Gang with King's Critique. Out, ta for now. Peace.